Dear students, we will discuss the next chapter, that is two stories about flying, and it is from the same textbook, First Flight. So in this chapter there are two stories given. One is His First Flight by Liam O'Flaherty, that is the writer's name. Then Black Aeroplane by another writer, and his name is Frederick Forsyth. So first story is written by Liam O'Flaherty, and he is an Irish writer from Ireland. He is a famous short story writer and novelist and all. And then Black Aeroplane, that is written by Frederick Forsyth, an English writer from United Kingdom. He is also a well-known writer. So these are the two stories given together in this particular chapter, and both the stories they are giving good messages, and the total content of both the stories can be put in few words. So before discussing the chapter, if we keep in mind those contents, it will be good. So as introduction, we can say that there are two things or two components that are very much important for achieving something in our life. One is self-confidence, and another thing is what is called a desire, a strong desire. If these two things are there, then what we try to achieve or what we keep it as a goal could be achieved very easily. So these are the messages that these two stories are giving. So one by one we will discuss. First His First Flight, then afterwards we will see Black Aeroplane. So before you read, something is given there. So since the earliest times humans have dreamt of conquering the skies. Here are two stories about flying. So the sentence is telling that earliest time onwards, so human beings trying to conquer the sky. Conquer means what? Win over. So scientists, they are making experiments, they are trying to make new technologies to go to different planets and make different aircraft and all that. They are trying to make different types of flying into the sky, or make new studies about the sky. So human beings from earliest time onwards, they try to conquer, win over the space. So here we have got two stories about flying. So now we will see first one. First one is talking about a young seagull is afraid to fly. How does he conquer his fear? So first story, that is His First Flight. It is about a seagull, a young seagull. Seagull, you understand? Seagull is a what is called seabird, a bird or birds that are found near the sea or in the islands of ocean and all. So you must have seen in the videos and all. So once again you can see the seagull, and here I am putting a video and you see the seagull. So after seeing that, we will start the chapter. Okay, so watch and see seagull, how they are flying over the ocean, and they live nearby the sea only, and they make their nest also in some islands that are there in the ocean. Rocky islands are there. So these islands will be like little small hills or mountains like that, full of rocks. So there only these seagulls, they make their nest. And now you seagull in a small island. So now you have seen the seagull, how they are living nearby the ocean. So they catch fish and other things like a crab and all from the sea, and they eat. They make a nest there on the rocks, and they live there. So that is what you have seen it. Now look into the textbook. The young seagull was alone on his ledge. His two brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before. So one young seagull, he was alone on the ledge. Ledge means a narrow horizontal shelf projecting from the wall or a cliff. That means mountain like places are there, or rocks are there in some islands and all. So there only they set up their nest. So at the edge of a rock, maybe nest will be there, nest of the seagull. One young seagull was standing alone, and his brothers and his sisters had already flown away the day before. Flown. So already his brothers and sisters, when these birds, they make nest and they lay eggs, not one, many will be there, sometime 3 4 will be there, and afterwards, after hatching, they become chicks, and when they get proper feather and all that, finally they start flying away from the nest. So like that, these young seagulls, brothers and sisters, already they have flown away from that nest. He had been afraid to fly with them. Why he is remaining there alone? Because along with his brothers and sisters, he could not fly away because he is having a fear. He is not having confidence to fly. So that's why he is alone, remained there. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. So he tried many times. Somehow he ran to the brink of the ledge. Brink means edge. So at the edge. So they, small ones, when they start flying and they run and come to the edge, and then with that force they start flying. So same way he tried many times. So he come to the edge of that ledge and tried to flap the wings. Flap means moving the wings up and down. So when the birds fly, they move their wings or they beat their wings up and down, then only they could get the that flying ability. But he only flap only, beat his wings only, but he is afraid. He is not able to make that plunge or dive into the air. That was not possible for him. He was afraid to do that. That's why he was remaining there alone. The great expanse of sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. So when he looked down, he see a long expanse of the sea. Sea, if you have gone nearby the sea, you can understand that you cannot see the other side of the sea. The other shore you cannot see. It is full of water. So the expanse of the sea, when he is above the sea, remaining on that mountain like rocks, and look down, he could see the expanse of sea, only water only everywhere. And looking at that, he could not jump into that air. So, and also quite deep it was. From that rock, the sea level was so deep, so he was afraid to jump from there. He felt certain that his wings would never support him, and he was afraid, and he was doubting whether his small wings will support him to remain in the air. So he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. So again he will go back and remain in the nest where he remained in the nights. So when he was so small, there was a hole in between a rock, and that was his house for a long time, and there he goes back and remains there. So this is what was happening with him. Even when each of his brothers and his little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings and flew away, he failed to muster up courage to take that plunge which appeared to him so desperate. So even though his brother and his brothers and sisters, their wings were not as big as his own, shorter wings only they were having, but still They simply run at the edge of the ledge, that rock, and they simply plunge into the air. So flap their wings, beat their wings, or move their wings up and down, and they just plunge into the air. Plunge means make a dive. But he was not able to do that. He was not able to get that courage. He failed to muster up. One word is given there, muster. Muster means gather. So he failed to muster up the courage. So he was not having that much courage. Though his brothers and sisters, they were younger than him or having wings which were shorter than his own, but still they could make easy jump into the air and they could fly away. But desperately, hopelessly, he was unable to make that plunge or dive into the air. His father and mother had come around, calling to him shrilly, upbraiding him, threatening to let him starve on his ledge unless he flew away. But for the life of him, he could not move. So his father and mother, they called him so many times. They called him shrilly. One word is given, shrilly. Shrilly means in a high-pitched voice. So in a very sharp way they could call him. Sometime upbraiding him. Upbraiding means rebuking, scolding him. And threatening him. Sometimes they threaten that if you remain there, you will starve and die. No one is going to provide you food. So like that, sometimes they threaten. But still, he was not able to fly. He remained there because he wanted to save his life only. Because he was thinking, if I jump, my wings will not support, I will die. So that is what he was thinking. Do you understand the paragraph? Read it, paragraph, then you will get it. Now next paragraph. That was 24 hours ago. Since then nobody had come near him. So this all happened 24 hours before. So after 24 hours, no one is coming near to him. He is remaining there alone on that rock. So already father, mother, brothers and sisters, they all flew away from there, and they threatened him, they compelled him, forced him, but still he was remaining there. So they left him, let him remain there, like that they thought, and he was left alone there. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sister, perfecting them in the art of flight, teaching them how to skim the waves and how to dive for fish. So remaining from there, this young seagull was watching everything, what was happening there. So father and mother, they were perfecting the younger ones. Brothers and sisters, they were seeking or learning how to fly properly. So if you have observed these small birds, so when they start flying, they will not be able to fly properly. So this mother bird and father bird, they will be helping them to fly properly. So here he was seeing his brothers and sister, they were flying, and the parents were trying to make them fly properly, perfecting, so making them to fly properly, how to skim over the waves. Skim means flying just above the water. You know, these birds, they catch small fishes and these crab and other things that are found in the sea. So they have to skim sometimes. Skim means just to move above the waves and water, and they will, if they find a bird or a fish or something, then they will catch immediately. So that father and mother teaching them, and also how to dive for fish. All this art of flying, the parents of these young seagulls, they were teaching these young ones. So all these things he was watching from the top of that what is called a rock, or remaining there. He was seeing everything. Then he had in fact seen his older brother catch his first herring and devour it standing on a rock, while his parents circled around raising a proud cackle, and all the morning the whole family had walked about on the big plateau midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him with his covered eyes. So, and also he saw a wonderful sight, that his elder brother, he caught the first fish. Herring is a kind of fish, so it was his first catch, so that was celebrated there. So, and the parents were circled around him and they were cackling. So cackle means the loud cry, that is the crying sound that is made by these birds. So they were raising a proud cackle, that means they were making like we people clap when someone do something good, we clap and encourage. So same way, sometimes we howl also. So, and we what is encourage people. So same way these birds were just showing their expression of happiness by crying loudly, encouraging the elder brother of this particular young seagull who was remaining on that rock, because this elder brother caught a herring, a fish, for the first time. And all the morning the whole family had walked about on the big plateau midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him with his covered eyes. So other opposite side where he was remaining, so there also was a rocky mountain like that place, a plain area was there, and there they were walking, this parents and other brothers and sister of this young seagull, and they were remaining there, and they were taunting him. Taunting means teasing. So making fun. So because they were just telling about his covered eyes. Covered eyes means his timidity or not having courage. So that state is called covered eyes. So they were talking about his that courageless situation, and they were trying to tease him. All these things he was seeing remaining there on that rock. So that is the explanation of that paragraph. So hope you understood that paragraph also. So read up to there the two paragraphs. So it is nothing, a young seagull, he was not able to make his first flight. So his brothers and sister all already flew away, but he was not able to have that courage to start his flight. So he was doubting his ability, he was doubting his wings power, and he was not able to gather the courage to jump from that little rock, because the expanse of sea was so large and it was giving him a doubt whether he could fly in the air. But his brothers and sister already started flying, and though he got threatening from parents that if you remain there alone you will die because of starvation, without food you will die, we are not going to provide you food, you will die, but still he was not able to make his first plunge, that dive from there, and he was watching, remaining there, what is happening there, the training that his brothers and sister was getting from the parents for flying properly, and also the first catch of elder brother. So everything he was watching from there, and also he was getting some taunting, some teasing from his brothers and sister and parents and all. So read up to there. Hope you understood that much, and the rest of the chapter we will see in the next video.